Welcome back to another episode of the Arc Switch Survival Guide. Today we are going to show you just how overpowered this Spinosaurus is by punching a whale so hard. Well, that happened. Yeah, I could probably pretty much end this video right here and you'd all be perfectly happy. But there's more. We are going to teach you how to get tons of oil from the bottom of the ocean using a water mount, which in this case we are pretending our Spinosaurus is a water mount. But in just a few minutes we are going to get enough oil from these oil nodes underwater to power our entire base for weeks on end. So this will be a really helpful trick to teach you how to get tons of oil really fast. And if you watch this whole video, it's going to be full of lots of tips and tricks for how to use a Spinosaurus as a water mount. And we're going to fight quite a few sharks and show you how to show them what's for and clear out the water. Come on, man, this Spino just has to poop during this intro. It was looking so cool. Anyway, be sure to watch the rest of this video. It'll be full of so many helpful tips and tricks, and it should be quite entertaining. So we just tamed this awesome Spinosaurus. This thing is actually slightly bigger than a Tyrannosaur, and it can really go head to head in terms of damage. A Spinosaurus is basically a water Rex, and these things are crazy fast too. They're actually a lot faster than a Tyrannosaur, making them much more dangerous, especially if you encounter one near water. They get a crazy water buff that makes them even more powerful every time you touch water. So this is interesting. We actually had a ruin right next to our base that I never noticed before. So if you want some extra experience, there's a ruin right here that has an explorer note, which will give you double experience. Oh man, sorry Listersaur, it looks like I stepped on a Listersaur and killed it. That's just how overpowered this guy is. Well, free meat and hide, can't complain to that, so really didn't see him there though, I feel kind of bad. Whoops. Looks like there's a parasaur across the water here too, and we're getting attacked by piranhas, but that's just fine because we are moving so stinking fast on this Spinosaurus here. So yeah, we can get right back out of the water. Oh, stepped on a dodo. Oh, my bad, that was two dodos. I'm a monster. Yeah, I gotta stand on my 2 feet so I don't step on everything. I'm crushing all of the wood that I'm stepping on. Yeah, this guy is pretty crazy. They're pretty fun, but I gotta be a little more careful if I don't want to kill off all the dodos. These things are awesome for just going on a rampage. So I'll take out this parasaur, get a little extra free meat and hide, and these things just do so much damage I can knock him down in just seconds. So this is actually a great spot. Oh, this is interesting. That is a Basilosaurus, and this is different than the whales that I always tell you to watch out for. This is actually more of a porpoise, and I don't seem to have the turn radius to hit him right here, but if I hit the left trigger, I can rear up on my hind legs and spin around on a dime. And it also increases my attack speed, which is pretty high already. So we are just tearing this thing up. Now, Basilosaurus don't do much damage to you. They generally just run away. But, oh my gosh, did you see that? What in the world? We just punched this thing so hard it flew up in the air. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. I love that. And take a look at him now. Oh, yikes. Look at that face. Oh, man. Yeah, that looks like that internet meme with the T-Rex who's got kind of an underbite. I don't know. That's classic. Okay. That's definitely going to go on a blooper reel. I think I need to make one of those soon. So, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and there will be an ARC blooper reel at some point soon, and this will be on it. And make sure to enable notifications so it'll let you know when that comes out, because yikes, that is just classic gold right there. So, you know, on a more serious note, the Basilosaurus is got a lot of HP, and they're pretty fast, so they usually run away from you when you attack them. But we had that guy pretty well trapped, and we just punted him way up in the air. So we were able to take him down, and we got a ton of meat and oil. They actually are full of oil. Now, if you play Ark on the Ragnarok map, you can actually find dead basilosaurs on the coast, and you can harvest them for lots of oil. That's actually one of the easiest ways to get oil. So we've got a whole bunch of dolphins out here, which I could tame, but I think I'll save that for another episode, and there's quite a few sharks too. Now, I do want to tame a shark soon. We'll get some real water dinos at some point, but for now, I'm going to see if I can fight this thing with my Spinosaurus. Now, most of the time when I fight sharks, I just shoot them down with my Raft Fortress, because it just mows down anything in the water that's nearby, but I'm having a lot of trouble biting this thing in the water. This Spinosaurus is not the most maneuverable dino, so I think I'm going to go back to what I usually do when I'm fighting sharks and get out of the water. Whoa, that guy is coming fast. Okay, let's see if I can get the advantage here. It's over, shark. I have the high ground. Gosh, why does this thing always poop at the worst times? Okay, here we go. So I'm rearing up on my hind legs, and that just... wow, we took that guy out really fast. Now, you can use shallow water to keep a shark from maneuvering well, and if you hop in and out of the water while you're fighting a shark, you can shoot down on them without too much trouble. So that's how I usually get rid of sharks, but looks like the Spino is pretty strong underwater. He does a lot of damage, but it's really hard to maneuver. So now oh, there's another shark. Okay, looks like I better do something about that guy. So I'm going to head back up to the surface here, and we'll see if we can fight this shark too. Hopefully I can get up to the top before he gets here. And he is coming too, it looks like. It's so hard to see up and down out of the water. Yep, there he is. He is close by. Okay. So I'm going to do that again and just get up out of the water, and we'll fight this guy on my turf. Oh, cool. Just accidentally stepped on a bunch of trilobites. That was handy. Here we go. Okay, so now I'm behind the shark, and they're not incredibly maneuverable. They're maneuverable enough, but looks like if I can get up here, I should be able to take him down. Oh yeah, there we go. So as long as we hop in and out of the water like that, we can make pretty quick work of this shark. Perfect. We just took him down like nobody's business. So, shark is gone, and I think that's going to be all the sharks in the near vicinity. Now, if you do go down for oil, man, that's another crilobite. That's awesome. I love these things. They are great for getting pearls and oil and all that good stuff. So, yeah, that's awesome. And it looks like we're actually getting a lot of chitin from these things too. I think the Spinosaur has a pretty decent chitin gathering. And another interesting thing that I'm noticing, I've never realized this before, but it looks like the Spinosaurus is actually eating the fish meat first before he eats the regular meat, which is really handy actually, because I can get way too much fish meat with this guy. Wow, that's crazy. He is so big that he can just walk right back and forth between those rocks. That's crazy. So I need to recharge my stamina all the way back up. But yikes, this thing is really fun. I love this Spinosaur. I'm having way too much fun with this thing. I don't normally tame a Spino, but this is definitely worth the trouble. So I've never actually mentioned, if you click down on the right-hand stick, he'll actually do this roar, which is not super helpful, but it looks really cool. Now I'm going to boost up his oxygen stat a little bit. Wow, she's really happy about that. So getting a little more oxygen is going to allow her to swim faster and hold her breath longer. So I want that because I'm heading straight down to this shelf at the ocean, and I've got a whole bunch of these big oil rocks right here. Now, all of that stuff streaming up to the surface is oil, and it makes it really easy to spot these oil rocks. Now, these rocks, if I use a pick, I will get tons of oil out of these things. Now, you can get even more oil from these if you can manage to... Whoa, where is my... Oh no, he went to the surface. That's not cool. Okay, my oxygen is getting really low, and I was relying on that Spinosaur to carry me back up, so I sure hope I don't drown. This is not good. Okay, I am just about out of oxygen, and now I am drowning. But I think we're going to make it in time. I'm losing health pretty fast, but, okay, we made it back to the surface, and I only lost a third of my health. So, Note to self, if you don't want your Spinosaurus to completely abandon you, you need to tell him to follow you. If a Spino is on follow, it will actually stay with you at the bottom of the ocean until its oxygen runs out. But if it's not on follow, he will just swim right back up to the surface. And I forgot about that before I went down there. But look at all the oil we've got. I've got a ton of oil from that Basilosaurus that we killed. And I actually got like 80 oil just from that one oil node, and there's a whole bunch more down here. So I'm going to run back down one more time, and hopefully now that he's following me, he will actually stay at the bottom of the ocean with me. And I can hopefully grab a little bit more oil. He's starting to get high on his weight, so I'm a little bit worried that she'll... Oh no, she's not actually following me. Uh-oh. Oh, and there's a shark back there. Yep, gotta get to the surface really fast. Okay. And she is out of range. She cannot hear me whistling, so she is just going to stay there and watch me die. And I really hope this shark does not come after me, because usually if a shark gets anywhere near you, they will start coming after you right away. Okay, I think we're going to make it before we even start drowning, which is great because my health has not gone all the way back up yet. So I'm going to get back out of the water and see if we can get the jump on this shark. Now, anytime there's a shark within viewing distance, if you see a shark at all, you want to take care of it because it will find you and it will take you down if you're in the water. And yep, there she is. So we'll be right back and I'll see if I can take this shark down. And we're back. Let's see if I can handle this shark in the open ocean. We've proven that we can take them down pretty easily on land, but I'm going to try this in the shark's territory and see what we can do. This is a really cool pattern on this shark, too. If I was taming one right now, I'd probably go for that. So, seems like we got a little bit of a problem. The shark is more maneuverable than our Spinosaur, and even though the Spino has a lot of health, and I'm not even losing that much health to this shark compared to my total health, I can't get a bite on him because he is right on my tail at all times, so I cannot turn fast enough. Now when you're on land, you can rear up on your hind legs and turn on a dime with a Spino, but I don't think I'm going to be able to take out this shark because it is just right on my tail and I can't turn fast enough. So, time to turn the tables, yeah, no pun intended, and we'll just get on the land and then take him down like nobody's business. Yep. That is one toast shark here. And we got 230 fish meat out of that guy. That is pretty darn good. Now you can get prime fish meat out of them if you use your pickaxe, and it looks like the Spinosaur will not get the prime meat, but he gets tons of regular fish meat. And I wanted to stock up on fish meat. Yeah, look at that. That is just crazy amounts of fish meat there. So I'll boost my health a little bit more. I think I'm going to shoot for 10,000 health on this Spinosaurus because it gets a lot of HP. Not quite T-Rex level, but pretty close. And since we are just about overweight, I think I'm going to call it a day. We will restock our fish meat back at the base, and we will... Oh, looks like I stepped on another dodo. Yep, dodos are, just Spino toe jam. So as long as I touch the water, I can keep getting this water buff, and that'll keep me moving really fast as I'm moving in and out of the water. So this thing is just crazy fast at crossing distances across water and land like this, and I'll be back at my base in no time. So we're going to drop some of the weight from this Spino, and another cool thing about it is I can run over trees like this and actually knock them over. I think it's the hind legs that knock the trees down, but it makes it pretty easy to clear paths through forests and stuff with a Spinosaur. So we are already just about back to our base, and I'm gonna just skip for a second while I unload all of this fish meat and oil, and then we'll start actually turning the oil into gasoline and all that good stuff. So let me see if I can squeeze through this dinosaur gateway here, and we are back at the base on our nice home plateau, and we just ran out of energy. So I'm gonna just go ahead and move my inventory around, but take a look at how much oil we've got from this guy. I'm gonna just reposition that here. Here we go, trying not to step on any of my dinos. And look at that, we got hundreds of oil. That's gonna be enough to last us for a very long time. So we'll be back in just a second. Alright, so we've unloaded our Spinosaurus and she is no longer overweight. Don't tell her I said that, she's a little sensitive. So I'm going to take the fast way down and hopefully the water's deep enough. Ouch! The water is not deep enough. That was almost really bad. We lost about a third of our health, almost half of our health. So I'll remember next time I better jump off the Spinosaur really early, because usually if you jump off a cliff with a dino and you jump off the dino just before it hits the ground, you can actually keep it from taking any fall damage, because they only take fall damage if you're currently riding them. And if you jump off close enough to the ground, the dino doesn't take any fall damage and you don't either. The problem is this Spinosaur is so flippin' big that it hit the ground a lot sooner than I expected. So that's one less turtle, and I'm going to make sure that this Spino is on follow this time, and there we go. She is definitely following me. I'm looking at her name, and it says she's following me. So if she abandons me at the bottom of the ocean this time, I am really going to have a talk with her. So I'm going to show you this real quick. We're going to do this the right way, and we'll keep the Spinosaur actually with us. So as long as we've got her on follow, I'm just going to check for sharks real quick. It looks like we're okay. So I'm going to go down to one more oil node, and we'll see if we can get that without her abandoning us at the bottom of the ocean. So there we go. Now I can actually come down here, and she is staying with us because she is on follow. Now from what I understand, when her oxygen runs out, she will still swim back to the surface. So we've got to still be pretty quick and make sure she doesn't leave us here. But I've actually put some stats into oxygen for her, so she should be staying down and able to hold her breath a lot longer than us. Yeah, take a look at her oxygen meter here. She has barely lost anything on her oxygen, so she should be in pretty good shape for staying underwater for a long time. Now, on the other hand, I don't have anywhere near enough oxygen, and I can only stay down for about a minute. But at some point, probably soon, I'll teach you how to use this thing called Lazarus chowder, which is a recipe that we can cook, and that will actually allow us to breathe underwater for something like 15 minutes. So if you're doing a lot underwater, it's a really good idea to make some Lazarus chowder. And I will put a link in the description for the episode that I taught you how to use the new kibble system. And even though you don't have the new kibble system on Arc Switch, so you won't be able to use any of the kibble recipes, I do actually show you how to make Lazarus chowder as a part of one of the kibbles. So check out the link in the description if you want to see how to do that. Now I'm going to take down these turtles real quick. Even though they have a lot of health, they give us some keratin and hide, which is very helpful. You can never have too much keratin and chitin. So we took that one down pretty darn fast, and I'm actually going to get up on land with this other guy, because I want to show you one other cool thing about a Spinosaurus. Now, they have a lot of kickback with their attacks, and a turtle's a good thing to show you this with. Now, there's a compy over there on the left, and he's not even bothering me because he knows he doesn't want to mess with a Spino. Now, most smaller predators will not even bother you, and I don't think raptors will even attack you. But watch this attack. So when the turtle comes close, I take a swipe at him and he gets pushed really far back, and I'm not actually taking any damage at all because he never gets close enough to hit me. The Spinosaur has such long reach that I can kick them back and knock them away from me before they even do any damage to me. And of course I can take out dodos just by stepping on them like I keep doing. I feel kind of bad about that. Now I've got some subscribers who really like dodos. One of my best subscribers, his girlfriend, hates it when he kills dodos, so hopefully he won't show her this video. My wife is the same way with penguins. She would never let me hurt a penguin, which is why I never show you guys any tricks that involve hurting penguins. But we are pretty well stocked up. We got all the stuff we need, so I'm going to head back up to my base, and of course we'll get there crazy fast. So I'm going to put all of the oil that we picked up along with some hide into the forge, and that will allow us to make tons of gasoline, which will be enough to run our electric systems for a very long time. So I hope this episode was helpful. I hope you learned a lot about getting oil from the bottom of the ocean, and of course it's a lot easier to do if you're using actual water dinos videos, but our Spinosaur definitely will do in a pinch, and we'll teach you how to tame some actual water dinos sometime later. So be sure to subscribe to this channel if you have not yet already, and ring that bell for notifications, and it will tell you when one of those videos comes out. We usually do a video about every couple of days, and they should be full of lots of really helpful tips to help you enjoy your adventures on Ark. And let me know how you get oil in your Ark game. I'd love to hear from you guys. And, you know, a lot of you have great suggestions and tips and hints for other people. So I always love it when you guys share your expertise too. And I learn a lot from you. Also, drop a comment if you have any questions. I'm always happy to explain things as much as I can. And drop a like if you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked that part where we punted the whale. I kind of want to show you that one more time before we end. Also, if you'd like to see more videos that my wife and I play together, we have a new channel called the Console Co-op Couple, where the two of us play really fun Nintendo Switch games together. So be sure to check out the description. There's a link to that channel, and we would love it if you watch some of our videos and subscribe to that channel too. And until next time, we will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching this video from the Ark Survival Guide. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, please like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can bring you more great guides like this one. Ark is an amazing game, but there is so much to learn before you can really enjoy it. We are dedicated to bringing you high-quality guides, tutorials, and Let's Play videos that are fun, helpful, clean, and suitable for the entire family. There's a tutorial in this series for everything we have done so far in this video. Check out these playlists for more episodes from this series and other guides to help you enjoy your journey on Ark.